to this evening's Board of Education meeting for the month of May 2022. Please stand. Join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all. Thank you. I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda. We have a motion and a second to approve the agenda. Favor? All opposed, same sign. I'd entertain a motion to approve the minutes of April 19, 2022 of the special board meeting. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor? All opposed? I'd entertain a motion to approve the April 19th, 2022 regular board meeting. We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of the meeting of April 19, 2022. All those in favor? All opposed, same sign. And lastly, I'd entertain a motion to approve the minutes of May 6, 2022 special board meeting. We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of May 6, 2022 special board meeting. All those in favor? All opposed? Very good. Communications tonight will begin with the Student of the Month, Unitech, Mr. Stacy. Come forward. We have a microphone at the lectern, please.
I'm not sure if Blake Cook should come up at this time as well.
Sure.
I get enough trouble on my own. I just want to make sure I ask permission. I'm used to being in charge. Well, I'll make this short and brief, but anyone knows about young people, sometimes you just never know what you're going to get. And as a teacher, sometimes I get students that maybe someone else didn't want, maybe someone else thought it was a challenge. But today I'm here for Blake Cook. Great student. I would love to tell you that I had a hand in everything that is good about him, but that's not true. He come to me in pretty good shape already, although I wasn't sure if he talked for about the first 6 months because he didn't hardly say anything, except all he did was work hard. All he did was the good stuff in class. And this year he started to talk a little bit more and started to lead a little bit more. And he has been an excellent student, and I waited for the right moment where I thought I could nominate him for Student of the Month. And with his leadership in class, his ability to excel, ability to lead by example, just with the state wrestling was on his mind and very distracting, I'm sure, at times, but it never deterred him from being a leader in class, never deterred him from doing his job, never deterred him from being what I needed him to be. And so I was able to nominate him as Student of the Month. He is an exceptional student. I'm not sure if we've got the cloning all figured out yet, but I would take a couple more like him every year. And great student. The only thing I might have against him is he is going in the National Guard, and I wanted him to go into construction, but that's okay. That's construction's loss and our nation's benefit. So I'm here tonight to award Mr. Cook Student of the Month. I'm not sure if that was for me or him, but I'm going to take it for me. Yeah. If I could get a picture, is there a way I get a picture? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You turn this way, I'm gonna go around this way.
Thank you, Mr. Stacy. Congratulations.
Oh, you want me in there too? It doesn't happen very often. Mr. Lawson.
This time, we have recognition from the high school activities and sports program. Mr. Bacon could not be here tonight due to district baseball, but I believe our folks are lined up, ready to go, and they know the order, so you guys are in charge. Of course.
So Mr. Bacon, like he said, could not be here tonight due to supervision, but he asked his thanks to the Board of Education, the parents, and our students be extended to everyone here tonight. So then we have two people for basketball that need to be recognized for their postseason awards. Bracy Blanton, I guess he can come on up here, and then JP Rubel, which he's not here due to being in the state golf tournament today. So yes, he missed out on his recognition. So I guess I'll start talking as he makes his way up here. Bracy, he was all conference and all district for us. He was actually first team all conference. He averaged 15.5 points a game, 3.7 rebounds, 3.3 assists. Did a lot for us this year, pretty much everything it felt like. He's a 3-year varsity starter. Ended up scoring 1,003 points for his career, which if you guys don't know, basketball-wise, 1,000 points is kind of a big threshold for a lot of players, and he was able to accomplish that even with 2 years of varsity basketball with a lot of guys ahead of him that scored a lot of points. He was our go-to guy this year and really one of the best natural shooters I've ever seen. A lot of you guys probably have played basketball in your life or tried to shoot a basketball. In shooting drills, he'd make like 80% of his threes, which is just a stupid number that I don't think will ever be done again at high school level. It was crazy. But he's going to be a tough guy to kind of replace. It's going to be tough seeing him go, and JP's not here. I can say the same thing about him, but he was a freshman my first year at Farmington. So I've seen him for 4 years, been a part of his life basketball-wise, and he's been a big impact on me, and I've seen him grow as a person. It's been awesome to see. But then I guess I can talk about JP. He's not here, obviously. But JP, pretend that he's standing up here. He averaged 10.5 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 4.2 assists. He was a 3-year varsity player, and one of the hardest workers I've seen. It feels like there wasn't a time I was in the field house, and I was there a lot over the past 4 years, that he wasn't there. It's just every time it seems like the gym was open, the door was open, JP was in there getting better. And JP's a very high man of character, has a lot of character and integrity, and has instilled that into a lot of our younger guys who are now working really hard as well. But like I said earlier, both these guys have impacted my life a lot. I've seen them grow, and it's been awesome being a part of their life for the last 4 years. And they have really, really big shoes to fill. So hopefully we can do that within the next couple years. So, thank you. All right, I think that's it. Thank you, guys.
Good afternoon. I'm Brian Reeves, and I'm the Scholar Bowl coach, and I have the honor to recognize two of our outstanding Scholar Bowl players this year, and if they would come forward, Bob Sue and Yip Fan. Scholar Bowl, you may or may not know much about it in the sense of how it's played, but you have 4 players in at a time who can answer. So the fact that you have 2 very good players on a team means that they're not only competing against the competition, the opposing team, but they're also kind of competing with each other to ring in first. So the fact that we have 2 outstanding players, I think, says a lot. Bob Sue is a junior, and he has contributed mightily to our team. He was all conference MAAA this year, and Yip Fan was all district. And the best part I can say about having them both on the team, besides the fact they're outstanding players and outstanding people of character, is the fact that they're juniors and they're coming back for a senior year with our Scholar Bowl team, and I am ecstatic about that. But I couldn't be more proud of their contributions, their hard work. They put in extra time as the season went on, and our team surely improved, and next year I can't wait to see what they do. Thank you both.
Good evening. I am Jason Beffa. I am the coach of the Farmington High School esports team. You guys can just stand whenever I say your name. That'd be great. I would like to recognize Kai Peck, Henry Kreckler, Tucker Pyatt, Justin Weston, and Cale Dixon for what they have accomplished this season for our Super Smash Bros. Ultimate esports team. These students competed in an 8-week regional season where they went undefeated. From there, they competed in 3 weeks of regional playoffs and won first place for the region and the opportunity to compete at state. We went to the St. Louis Science Center on May 7th. We finished the day with a 3-2 record and secured a 6th place finish at state out of 42 teams. I would like to thank you 5 for the dedication and commitment it took to bring that much success to our program. A special thank you to our seniors, Kai and Henry. You two have been great mentors for your team, and you both leave behind big shoes to fill. I appreciate the leadership you have shown, and I know Tucker, Justin, and Cale do as well. I wish you both nothing but the best as you continue your educational and esports careers. Tucker, Justin, and Cale, I can't wait to see you all first thing next semester when we start competing in the solo season. I know you 3 will continue to grow as players and do great things representing the Farmington High School esports team. And a final thank you to the school board and administration team for your support of our program. Thank you.
Hi there, my name is Elliot Nays. I'm the high school band director. I'm going to start off actually by representing my wife, Claire Nays, who is out on maternity leave, and representing the choir events that have happened this year. The first thing I have is to recognize students for individual achievements, so please stand when I call your name. Jonah Haggerty, Missouri All-State Choir member. Ryan Johnson, Missouri All-State Choir alternate. Rachel Diedeker, Missouri All-State Choir alternate and MAAA Conference Choir member. Brady Cook, MAAA Conference Choir member, and Annabelle Medeiros, MAAA Conference Choir member. Please help me congratulate those students. We go to Mizzou at the end of April every year for Misha State Solo and Small Ensemble Competition, which is, of course, solo, meaning just that one musician, and then sometimes a piano accompanist. And then also going up to 8 musicians in a small group. So instead of just the normal full band and choir, we go and do those small competitions at Mizzou. And so I have results from that. The following students in the vocal world earned a silver rating, which is the second highest rating you can get. And that was 3 vocal soloists, Jonah Haggerty, Eli Halleck, and Sophie Yilmaz. Would you guys please stand? The following people represented the choir and earned a gold rating, which is the highest award you can earn. That was Rachel Diedeker for a vocal solo, the Bach Men's Ensemble, which included Wyatt Bach, Brady Cook, Justin Grayton, Jonah Haggerty, Eli Halleck, Ryan Johnson, and Parker Shin, as well as the Bach Mixed Double, which is boys and girls mixed. Wyatt Bach, Brady Cook, Lainey Copeland, Rachel Diedeker, Annabelle Devoto, Alexis Easter, Jonah Haggerty, and Ryan Johnson. Please help me congratulate them. All right, now to speak about our band stuff, I have a few numbers and figures that I got ready for you guys. We have district level competition early in March at Festus High School. The band took 17 events and 16 of them qualified for state, which is awesome. That included 27 students of ours from the band who qualified to get to go to state. Out of those 27 students, 17 of those students performed in a percussion ensemble, which was led by Mr. Joe Strobel. Is Mr. Strobel here? He's actually working right now. He's at the high school doing drumline auditions, and he puts in way more hours than he's paid for. He has just not only just a great impact on spending time in our classroom helping the kids, but just the positive impact of character he has on our kids as well can't be understated. Speaking to the fact that he's currently right now at the high school working while I'm up here talking on a microphone. So would you guys please help me thank Mr. Strobel for all he does for our students. I also forgot to share that because of Mr. Strobel's efforts, we were one of 2 schools in the state that had 4 percussion ensembles. It was us and then some Kansas City school or something. So, but the fact that we were one of 2 schools in any category like that musically is pretty awesome. So the following students earned an outstanding award at districts, meaning they got the 2nd highest rating at districts. And that one person was Sienna Cloudis for a marimba solo. Sienna, would you please stand? These following awards are all from state. The people who earned a bronze award at state were clarinet solo from Mackenzie Drennan, clarinet solo Caroline Reeves, and flute solo Brianna McFall. Please help me thank them. Congratulate them. The following students earned a silver award at state. We had a clarinet trio with Mandy Ropers, Elizabeth Yeager, and Kenzie Drennan. We had the Caprice Diabolique percussion ensemble with Hannah Sertle, Emily Reaver, Ryan Johnson, Cassie Widows, Mandy Ropers, Kenzie Drennan, Drake Cardina, and Megan Dankler. We had the Black Racer percussion ensemble with Jonah Haggerty, Caleb Arendt, Grayson Pratt, and Carson McClanahan. And then we had Charlie Warren, alto sax soloist, Elizabeth Yeager, clarinet soloist, Zach Gallagher, euphonium soloist, and Jonah Haggerty on a marimba solo. Congratulations to them. And then finally, our gold ratings. The following students earned the highest rating possible at this event and throughout the state. We had a brass quintet with Caleb Doherty, Isaiah Boyer, Eli Sullivan, Matthew Diedeker, and Jacob Diedeker. We had the Shared Space Percussion Ensemble, which was Kenzie Drennan, Hannah Sertle, Carson McClanahan, Ryan Johnson, Jonah Haggerty, Megan Dankler, and Grayson Pratt. The Rainbows Percussion Ensemble, Sienna Cloudis, Caleb Arendt, Emily Reaver, and Mackenzie Cook. And then Gavin Eaton did a bass clarinet solo, Eli Sullivan did a French horn solo, and Aidan Moriarty did a French horn solo. Please help me congratulate those students. The last thing I want to recognize is that we had 2 clarinet students make honorable mention in the All-State Band, which means they didn't get to perform, but because of their audition, they were within the top 1% of all clarinet players in the whole state of Missouri, and that was Mandy Ropers and Elizabeth Yeager. Thank you very much.
Time we'd like to call on Dr. Jamie Lamons, high school principal, for Special Olympics team recognition.
I actually recruited some help in this process. Would Christy Widows, Debbie Moore, and Jennifer Majeski come to the stage to help recognize our athletes?
Hi, I am Coach Majeski. This was my first year doing Special Olympics. I've had a lot of fun with these kids. They've done really great, but I could not have done it without my help, which is Mrs. Widows and Mrs. Moore, and also Coach Shaw. So I'm gonna read off names, and is it okay if they just come and stand up here, or? Okay, up on the stage? On the bottom, okay. So when I call your name, athletes, come and line up right here in front of the stage, okay? All right, so if you're here, first I have Blacelyn Douglas, she did bowling. Then I have Angelina Klukas, she did bowling, basketball, and track. I have Skylar Chitty, she did bowling and basketball. Then I have Peyton Riley, he did bowling and basketball. Then I have Chase Kelly, who did bowling. And then I have Damian Manning, who did bowling, basketball, and track. Okay, Mrs. Moore is going to read some more.
Kristen Crawford, he participated in bowling, basketball, and track. Mark Helton participated in bowling, basketball, and track. Zach Joyce participated in bowling and track. Garrett Gann bowled for us. Morgan Gann was another bowler for us. And Carson Hurt, bowling, basketball, and track. Lots of bling.
All right, we have Stephen Arnold. He was in bowling and basketball. We have Dominic Coleman, who was in basketball. Sean Smith, who did basketball and track. Dane Stuckey, track. Mason Stegall, bowling and track. And Kyle Gray, bowling and basketball. These guys put in a lot of hours. Many of them put in for 3 different seasons, so a lot of hours for practice and everything. But we couldn't do it without the parents and the school district with support and our volunteer buddies. So thank you all.
Rolling. Okay. All right. The first student I would like to recognize this evening is Samantha Warren. If you would please come to the stage. Every year we get the opportunity to fill out an application to honor. There's 100 students across the state of Missouri honored for a Missouri Scholars recognition. It's a very big deal, and there's a lot of students in the state of Missouri, and Samantha Warren was one student at Farmington High School, the only student as a senior, that we submitted for this honor, and Samantha got an honorable mention for Missouri Scholars 100, so we wanted to make sure that we recognized her for that, because that is a huge deal, considering the amount of students that meet these requirements, and the fact that our state recognized her as one of our top students in the state. So thank you, Samantha. So the next group of students I would like to recognize is our students that have received a 30+ on the ACT. So those students, when I call your name, if you would please line up next to Samantha, that would be great. So Samantha Warren is our first student. Yip Fan, Ty Northern, Cassie Widows, Madeline Williams, Tessa Hand, I'm sure I saw Tessa tonight, Talon Jones, and Alex Compton. Those are our students this year that have received a 30+ on the ACT. I'm sorry, Bob Sue. Sorry, I did not see Bob. I apologize. Bob, I'm so sorry, Bob. I did not get a 30 on the ACT. All right, if you would give these wonderful young people a round of applause. All right, and everyone but Yip may be seated. I just wanted to take one moment to recognize Yip Fan. She's a junior at Farmington High School, and she has already received her associate's degree, and she's our first junior ever to do so. So big round of applause, Yip. I don't think she knew I was going to do that. So the next group of students that I would like to recognize are those students that have gone above and beyond in our A+ tutoring program. We always like to honor the students that get the top amount of tutoring hours. Every person who receives the A+ scholarship is required to do 50 hours of tutoring, but I have 3 students that went above and beyond in that area. So the first student I would like to recognize is Taylor Henson. She did 104 hours of tutoring in her time with us at high school. I know she's here. And then I have Emma Myers, who received 89 hours of tutoring. You may not be here tonight. And then we have Matt Huff, who also did 89 hours of tutoring. All right, thank you guys very much. Excellent job.
We'd like to announce that we were to recognize our non-certified staff, but we'll be moving that to our June board meeting. At this time, we'd like to recognize our retired staff. We'll call on Dr. Ashley Krause and Ms. Shannon Turner.
If I could have all of the retirees come up to the stage where you're super uncomfortable, that would be great. Come on up. Administrators, if you would come up as well. All the way across, girl. All the way across. Just after I'm done, I'll say, read their name off and they can hand it to them. Does that work? All right. Get them all? Okay. So we're going to take a little bit of time and read a little bit of celebratory statement toward our retirees. Oh, you good? Okay. So good evening. We are honored and privileged to have this year's FSD retirees here with us tonight. We want to offer our most sincere thank you for your service to the district with a hearty congratulations on your upcoming retirement. You're a valued member of the Farmington R7 family, and we are grateful for you and all of the years of service in your field of in education. Education is for improving the lives of others, and it is for leaving your community and the world better than you found it. And as you stand here today, we can definitely say that FSD, our community, and our world, we believe is a better place because of what you've done. Our district has benefited from your commitment, passion, fearlessness, care, and continuous professional growth. Tonight, we wish to honor you and celebrate not only your career, but your unwavering dedication to your students. A wise retiree once said to me, throughout my years at FSD, I've picked up pieces of every person who worked before me and with me. I have held tight to the great, accepted the good, and worked to change that which I could make better. My only hope is that I leave a little piece of myself, my heart, for the next person to carry on. In the spirit of humble appreciation and gratitude, we're going to tap into your legacy. We will take a moment to reflect on your collective pieces of wisdom and your heartfelt notions you leave openly for the next generation. So collectively, this is what you said. Our number one job should always be to create great human beings. This goal should occupy our thoughts, our planning, and our professional development as much as anything we do in education. If we take care of that, then the other objectives will take care of themselves. If we do that, then our job will feel more like a calling. To educate a man in mind only and not in morals is to create a menace to society. Theodore Roosevelt. Remember, new teachers, please don't base your career choice on your first year. And seasoned teachers, remember why you started teaching. I have loved every grade level that I taught. Every different group taught me something about myself and molded me into a better teacher. My job is to provide students with the building blocks for success, stretch their minds, and do my best to be a great role model. To my students, I've always said, I will hold you accountable for your actions or inactions and make you do hard things. Often it's not going to be fun, and sometimes you may not like me. Students often return and say it was tough, but you know what? I finally realized that you just refused to let me fail. From my heart, I know I will miss teaching terribly. I will miss laughing at what my students say, being amazed at what they can do, and being stunned at their level of affection and appreciation when it is least expected. I have been fortunate to inspire many young people throughout my craft. Many have gone on to become doctors, dentists, lawyers, and other occupations beside our specific craft, but they never forgot the time we shared in class. They walked away with problem-solving skills, critical thinking, processes, and creativity to use through college careers and in their lives. I am very honored to have been a part of the Farmington School District, and I hope that I have touched a life and made a difference. Through all of the changes in education and throughout all the years, this teacher's creed still rings true. Do not lose sight of the impact you have. A teacher's creed. Look beyond a student's face. Try to get in touch with the feelings and the special dreams. That means so very much. And a gift of kindness to each lesson you impart. Listen to the ones you teach and listen with your heart. Be a teacher who inspires their respect and loyalty. Be the kind of person you want them to grow to be. I feel very blessed to have been able to teach, coach, and work as an administrator in such a great school district for my entire career. I graduated from a poor school district where the buildings were old. We didn't have fancy devices, and I didn't have teachers that cared about me, or I did have teachers that cared about me, and they were very driven to help me obtain a solid education. Even after all these years, I can name each one of them. Their influence was a huge life-changing event. My fellow educators, although the challenges now are great, when you're struggling, please remember that you are influencing young lives each day. They will remember you, how you made them feel, how you expected their very best, and how you believed in them. I will always consider myself a knight. The countless coworkers, students, and experiences over the years with the Farmington School District have had a profound impact on me, and I will always reflect back fondly. As you move on to the next chapter in your life, thank you will never be enough. We will forever be appreciative of your words of wisdom, your fond memories, and your heartfelt thoughts, but most importantly, the lasting legacy that you have left on your students and the Farmington R7 community. For that, we thank you. Before you leave us, please know your FSD career has demonstrated that you will always forever be a knight. Mr. Todd McKinney. Hey, you stay up here. I don't get to tell you what to do very often, Mr. McKinney. Ms. Kathy Giesing. Sergeant Heflin. Miss Faith Gann. Miss Sandra Rigdon. Hey, Miss Lori Weiland. My reader teacher, Miss Donna Womack. Miss Deb Bonner. Mr. Kraus, Gary and I were going to fight over presenting to you, but I'm going to go ahead and let Gary do it. Mr. Mark Kraus. Another round of applause. We thank you so much for everything that you have done, and we wish you well.
to draw our board members' attention to the informational items in your portfolio. Your policy updates, we begin a 30-day review. Policies E, B, B, C, B, C, B, D, A, G, D, B, D, A, J, 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 G, A, and J, G, G, A. And those policies are there for you to review the next 30 days. This time, I would entertain a motion to approve the consensual agenda. We have a motion and a second to approve the consensual agenda. All those in favor? All opposed, same sign. This time I would entertain a motion to close session.
Make a motion to adjourn the closed session, discuss personnel, to 610-021, paragraphs 1, 2, 3, 13. Yes.
Yes. Thanks, everyone. Have a great evening.